Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In this episode we are going to be restoring this carbon wing. Now it's not too bad gone, but I want to re-clear it, make it look super pretty for the car, and we're also going to do new hardware on the risers and the end plates. So without further ado, let's get into the intro and let's get started restoring this wing. So to start off, I'm going to show you guys the materials that you are going to need to do this properly for your wing. Are there more professional ways to do this? Absolutely. Is this a quick way to get good results? Absolutely. I'm sure there's been 1,000 videos on this done before, but let's start with the bare necessities. So we're going to start here on the right. Your clear that you're going to be redoing the wing with, or the carbon. I like this brand. You can do whatever as long as it has high UV protection, which is what you would like to keep to protect the carbon underneath. That is what we're going to want to start off for our clear coat. We're going to start off wet sanding with a 600 grit. 3M is what I like, but any brand you prefer. Then we're going to go back after our clear and hit it with a light 15. Again, this is all wet sanding and it'll show up better once I start doing it. You'll understand what I mean. And then finally after the 1500, we're going to go back with the 3000 to get that extremely clean, clear look. So let's get over to the wing over here. As you can see, I have it set up on this beautiful ladder. Now, this is not the most ideal setup because this is kind of in the way, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna wet sand the entire top of this wing here first with 600 to get rid of the old clear, get rid of any imperfections like right here, as you can see, and hopefully get this down to a bare carbon look. You'll know when you are past the old clear, when the water starts to not create dry spots on the wing. Alright, so I just finished doing one side. This isn't the side, I'm still working on this. As you can see, there's horrible streaks in here. We're going to eliminate that when we wet sand it, but basically you want to get it to a point where there's haze, so when you start to put water over it, kind of gives you that clear effect again. That's how you know that you're getting the right amount out. I'm still going to do this side. I haven't finished it completely. We only did one side. So far so good. It's really not that hard of a complicated process. It doesn't take super long either. Like I said, I'm just using 600 grit. I let them soak a little bit. You don't have to. And I'm just going to continue to go on with it. Spray more water. I don't have a spray bottle on me, so I'm just kind of constantly applying water. You don't want any resistance when you're doing this. When you are using the sandpaper when you're wet sanding, you don't want this to grab anywhere. You want it to be smooth. That way you know you have good contact between the water, and that way you're not kind of just digging in, creating dust. It's super simple, but it goes a long way. So we're going to finish this side, and then I think I might clear tonight. We might clear tomorrow with Christian. It's getting late here. So I'm just going to continue to try to get this sanding done. Maybe I'll clear tonight, maybe I'll clear tomorrow. We're going to find out, but so far, so good. Not too bad of a job. Alright, so we're calling it here for tonight. I actually am going to clear coat tomorrow because it's kind of windy out because the storm's coming. So overall, it's still drying because I just hit it with some alcohol. But as you can see, all this should go away by tomorrow. It should be just one nice big haze. And then we'll hit it with the clear coat. And then from there, it's just going to be repeating wet sanding and buffing basically to get this next layer of new clear, nice and smooth. And overall, it should turn out very good. I'm pretty happy with the results. Like I said, we're just going to let it dry tonight. And tomorrow we're going to hit it, move some of this stuff out of here, like the Z, so we have room and don't have to worry about overspray all too much. And that's it. We'll catch you tomorrow when we're going to start clearing with hopefully one of the boys. Alright, so I just finished doing the third coat on the top half, and as you can see, it's starting to look a lot better. We actually have, it starts to look like carbon fiber going on here. Now, there's some uneven areas just because of the way the wing is designed, but overall, as you can see, the carbon looks very nice and shiny. Now, it's not perfect yet because we still haven't done our final sand. Now, this is kind of important. A lot of people just spray it and then leave it. It's not going to be the smoothest looking and probably not as glossy as you were expecting. So, in our mass amount of just piles of sandpaper, we do have 1500 and 3000 grit. Now, we got to wait 24 hours for this to cure and dry, but we'll go back to wet sanding it with the 1500 first, doing a light pass, trying to get the bumpiness, the texture out of it, really bringing out that gloss. And then finally, we'll hit it with the 3000 polish sandpaper, which is pretty fine, as you know, and should help us really bring out the smoothness and gloss in the carbon. So we already did the bottom half. We'll see if I can show you guys down here. Looking real nice, if it wants to focus. Maybe not. My camera is dying. Yeah, looking amazing. So We're gonna let this dry overnight, come back to it tomorrow night to finish up. But in the meantime, I'm gonna work on trying to get these mounts back to life. We got some gloss black spray paint that we're gonna redo these with. I'm gonna clean them up, and then eventually we're gonna get new hardware as well. That'll probably be tomorrow again when we're wrapping this project up. So here's the mounts, drying from clear with the new hardware. They look amazing. But like I said, we just did the 1500 and 3000 wet sand on the final clear. As you can see, shiny, carbon looks fantastic, clear, easy to see. Overall, it's a super simple process. We're gonna do the other side of the wing now, and while the mounts dry from the clear, and hopefully assemble everything together. Don't know if we're gonna get on tonight. Probably need another hand for that, but we'll see what we can do. But overall, this is looking fantastic. I'm really pleased with how it came out after the final sanding. The final sanding definitely brought it out, the shine in the wing. Without the final sanding, I would have been a little worried, but turned out good. So let's get going, and maybe we'll do a little time lapse here of us sanding the other side. Alright guys, there we go. Wing is all done and restored. Bottom half looks so good. It came out amazing, honestly, down here. Top's still a little wet, but not too bad. Still got some moisture on it. Can't get it fully off yet, but the wing looking like carbon again if it wants to focus. Yeah. Now this is imperfections like cracks and stuff that I probably could have sanded deeper before we got to this, but overall, there's not too many. There's only one really. And the edges, of course, have some small cracking, but I'm not too worried about all that. It's a used wing. So we're gonna finish up mounting this to the brackets, and then we'll get it mounted on the car. I'm ready to see how this thing changes this car, honestly. I'm so excited. All right, so we just finished installing the wing. We completely forgot to film it. I'm gonna roll some B-roll so you guys can see it, and then we'll get back to here and we'll kind of explain what's going on. So without further ado, check out the new wing on the Z. Alright, so it looks pretty good. As you can see that there are only 3 out of the 4 bolts that are holding the plate down. We still have to figure out how to get through a layer of metal within the left side back foot. We couldn't get through. We got through, but it's on such a slope that we couldn't get the holes accurate, so we're gonna redo that. But overall, it is secure. It fits really well. I think it matches the front pretty damn well. So overall, not a bad install. It took us a while because we had to run and get hardware and figure some stuff out, but overall it's not that bad. Calvin helped immensely with the whole process, and I was super thankful for that. So new wing is on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of us restoring and installing the wing, although we didn't really film a lot of the install. It wasn't that hard. The hardware worked out very well, and the wing looks killer. So next up is going to be custom end plates for it, but besides that, it's all done. And I'll see you guys next week in another video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.